Hello, I'm Sue and I'm going to talk you through the making of your pocket bag. The pockets originated for the Hillary culottes to be removable. And if you have the Hillary culottes, you'll see that I suggest maybe some offcuts could be used to turn the pockets into a bag. Well, several people asked if I could put this together as a kit so that there are spare pockets for use on Hillary or other garments, and the strap to use the pockets as a shoulder bag when needed. The pockets are absolutely perfect for embroidery or for placement print, so if you're going to add some pattern, do so before you construct the pockets. If you're going to dye the pockets or the bag together with the garment, then do so after you've completed the bag. Seam allowances are 1.5 centimetres, so bear that in mind if you're going to add some decoration to the pocket before you construct the pocket. Please zigzag the edges to avoid fraying and use the cotton thread supplied because it's natural and biodegradable. So onto the contents of your kit. You've got a shoulder strap piece and 2 pockets, plus a collection of buttons, some thread, some labels and some tape. Start by taking the tape and cutting 4 10-centimetre pieces. These will form the button loops. Then zigzag or overlock all the way around the edge of both pocket pieces to stop them from fraying. Fold each pocket in half and pin up the sides, and then sew a 1.5 centimetre seam down each pocket side, remembering to backstitch. You have been supplied with a K-label, so if you want to use it, attach it to one of the side seams at this point on the inside. At the top of your pocket pieces you will see a notch. I've marked mine in the diagram with a magic marker. Turn in to the wrong side 3 centimetres at the top of each pocket and press in place, and then sew, as is seen in the third picture, a 3 centimetre hem all the way around the top of each pocket. Turn the pockets the right way out and push out the corners with a pair of closed scissors, then press the pockets on the right side to get them nice and sharp. Now for the button loops. Fold each tape in half and tuck inside the top corners of each pocket. Hold in place with the pin and stitch a small box at the top corner of each pocket. The bottom of the sewing line should be level with your hem at the top of the pocket, which is 3 centimetres down. So your pockets are completed already and you're ready to attach them to a garment. So for the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to show how to attach them to the Hillary culottes for which they were originally designed. The easiest way to get the pockets positioned perfectly is to put your garment on a mannequin or to wear the garment and get somebody to help you. Pin the pockets on first, checking the measurements to make sure that they are equal from the top of the garment and the front of the garment, and mark the point where the buttons will go with tailor's chalk or a magic marker, or if you have neither you can use a pin. Each point marked is where you're going to attach a button. So the best way to do this is to use a zigzag stitch on your machine with the dog teeth drop down. So then the fabric will not move as the zigzag stitch is created, and it will stitch your button in place securely. Your buttons are now in position and ready for you to attach the pocket, which can be removed again and converted to a bag. So at this point you need to have a think about whether you are making a bag that can be used as both pockets and bag, or are you wanting to make just a bag for use purely as a bag, because there's 2 different methods now of converting the pockets to a bag. Option A simply makes a shoulder strap with buttons at each end, so that if you take the pockets off your garment, you simply button them onto the strap and you've got yourself a little shoulder bag. Option B takes part of the strap and turns it into a tab to fasten the bag over the top. You can see that in the second picture, but it also stitches the two pockets together at the top so that they work as one product. If you're not quite sure which way to go, just watch the rest of the video through before you make a decision. So for option A, we're going to simply make the shoulder strap. The pockets work independently of each other but are both buttoned onto the same strap. So start by folding in 1 centimetre at each end of the long shoulder strap piece, press in place and then stitch down 1 centimetre from the edge. You can see this in the second image. Trim off the corners and grade the seam, so that just means remove a tiny piece of one layer to remove some of the bulk from the corner, and then turn the corners out, pushing them square with something small like a closed pair of embroidery scissors. Then press the two long sides in 1 centimetre all the way down. Fold the whole shoulder strap centrally down its length and press in place. Maybe you can hold it with a couple of pins, but then you're going to top stitch all the way around all 4 sides of the strap, just 2 millimeters from the edge. Now it's time to attach the buttons in the same way as you did to your garment. So drop the dog teeth on your sewing machine and use a wide zigzag stitch to securely attach the buttons to the double layer of fabric that's at the bottom end of each side of the shoulder strap. You can now attach the 2 pockets that you've made already to the strap and use as a shoulder bag at any time you choose. For bag option B, we permanently convert the 2 pocket pieces into a bag with a tab fastening. First of all, before you make the strap for option B, cut a small piece off the end of the strap piece supplied, about 11 centimeters long. This will be used for the tab. So your pockets are already made as described, and now you're going to make the strap exactly as for option A. It'll just be 11 centimeters shorter, and you're going to make the tab. So we'll start with converting the pockets into a bag. Put one pocket on top of the other and pin together in the centre. It's a little tricky to sew this area, so put one pocket onto the arm of the sewing machine and possibly pin back the top of the other pocket so that you can access the central area. Sew about 10 centimeters of the 2 pocket pieces together in the middle, and this is a good place to put your designer label if you want to attach it to your bags. So I've sewn mine on in this area just with a sewing line at the top and the bottom of the label. Now it's time to make the tab, and that's done in exactly the same way as the shoulder strap, but just in a mini version. So folding in 1 centimetre at the top and bottom of the 11 centimetre strip, press it, sew a 1 centimetre seam at each corner and then trim off the corners. Turn the right way round and press in the longer sides with your iron, then fold in half and press again. Now you should just have enough tape left for another 10 centimetre loop. So before you attach the loop, stitch all the way around 2 millimeters from the edge, trapping the loop at one short end. Next, it's time to attach the tab to one side of your bag. So 5 centimeters down from the top, position the bottom end of the tab, the end that's not got the loop on it, and you can see in the 4th picture that you stitch a box all the way around this area of the tab to secure it to the bag, again making sure you're not stitching through more than one layer, the outer layer of one pocket. On the other outer side, on the other side of your pocket bag, you're going to attach a button using the same method of dropping the dog teeth and using a zigzag stitch to attach it securely to a double layer of fabric at the top where it's stronger, but right at the bottom where your sewing line is when you made the seam at the hem at the top of your bag. Now you can fold the tab over the top of your pocket openings and fasten the loop to the button. Fasten the pockets onto your shoulder strap, and you've now got your Suzi bag with tab fastening. I would love to see the results of your construction, especially if you've done some extra decoration on the bag. It would be really nice to see what you've got up to. Maybe you've dyed the bag to match another of my kits, and you can see on the at the end of the video the garment kits that I've currently got on my website. I hope you enjoyed making your Suzi pocket bag and that you get lots of use out of it.